Welcome again. This is Ant-Man 29 Able with a video about this hammock I bought recently. It's just a cheap one, but it serves my purposes at the moment, but it's built reasonably well. Has the mosquito net built in, of course, this pole at the top. Coming down here has a double zip, but only on the one side, so just need to be careful how I set it up, which side the zip goes on. It's double lined with this heavy type cloth on the outside and a type of softer nylon on the inside. So it means I could use this just by laying it on the ground with the built-in mozzie net. I don't think this is actually waterproof here, but it could be used on the ground. Seems reasonably well made. I've used it once already. It is a little bit short, and I've noticed that looking at the details of some other hammocks online, there's different lengths of hammocks, size of people. Though width-wise, this one is quite satisfactory. Doesn't have any special features inside like pockets or something for holding small items, but I do realise it's made to a price. One of the problems with this hammock, apart from this system here, is the weight. On hammock forums and the videos they talk about how much a hammock weighs. If you can make it lighter and still be strong and good quality, means you can save weight in your pack for other things, maybe like food, some water. So as I gain some more experience with hammocks and some camping, I'll be looking to upgrade this hammock, spend a lot more money. Hammocks can become quite expensive, but the DD hammock and the system they have looks to be quite good. And also this one folds up into this pack here, so I have to roll it up, put it in the pack that it came with, and it's a bit tight. We're using the skins, a hammock skin. The skin slides over the hammock and bunches it all up, fits neatly, and it's easily packed away and easily pulled out again and set up. So in the future a DD hammock could be this one. Just had a tape going through the end, of which I then wind the tape around the tree, or the post in this case, because I just have it set up at the front of my house. And the same would happen down at the other end. And the problem is that when you come to adjust the hammock to tension it up, you have to undo the knot, tighten the tape, move down to the other end, do the same thing, then back up to this end again until you have the hammock at the right height and the right tension. But watching a couple of videos on YouTube, in particular Proffessor Hammock and his videos, I'll just put his link in the description box. Here's two videos which shows different ways of setting up the suspension of hammocks, using double rings, a single ring, and briefly showed using a carabiner. And using whoopee slings is a different type of method again, which means that the suspension can be easily adjustable, which is not easily adjustable if you just use a single tape like at that end. So to experiment, I have a carabiner. I just at this end tied a knot in the tape to make a loop, then made a loop here, and the excess tape's just hanging down, so I haven't cut it off as yet. And I just have the single cord coming up around the post. Ideally you'd have a tape with a carabiner, as they show in other videos on hammocks. So the cord comes down here, and the secret to a single ring use is this idea of loops going around here, which tension, in this case for the carabiner, or if you had a ring, come down to the end here. I have a small carabiner here. It means the cord slides easily through the carabiner rather than through this loop. Up and back 3 times for a trucker's hitch, and then a half hitch on the end. This means the suspension, the hammock, is easily adjustable by undoing the half loop, half hitch, tensioning as required, and then just put the half hitch back in again. Wait. Let's put the half hitch back in again, and of course doing the same thing at the other end, but I haven't done that, just to show how the system works here. Now, to adjust this loop, if it's too far from the tree or too close to the tree, I'll show you how that's done. So if I want to move my beaner to lengthen the overall length, easily done now. I just slide this back. The length from here to the tree is longer. I tension the cord as required. Apply the half hitch, and there it is. So to shorten the overall length again, undo the half hitch, slide the beaner up, slide it up as far as required. The overall length from the beaner to the tree is now shorter, and tighten the cord, half hitch. There we have it, easily done. And of course this goes on the other end the same, so each end can be adjusted accordingly as required. So as you can see, it means adjusting the suspension of the hammock is quite easy compared to just a single tape at the other end where you're undoing and redoing and that sort of thing. I'm quite happy with the idea, and thanks for Professor Hammock showing the different ideas of how to adjust the hammock suspension and modify the suspension. So I'll look to modify this now by putting a permanent loop in the end, a tape here, the loop coming up. If I can find suitable rings, I'll change this for a ring, but if not, the beaner works just as well. So I might upgrade the beaner here to one with the locking system on it, the threaded lock, rather than this one, but this one's strong enough and works okay. USA, made in USA stamped on them, so they should be good. Great idea. I look forward to using my hammock again at some stage. This is Ant-Man 29 Able. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave comments below.